Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Model Kit Beginner. Hope you're all doing well. And today we have a look at a special kit. On a point of admin, people have suggested that a kit review should only be a kit review if you're actually building it on camera. Of course, a book review, you actually have to read the book before you can do a book review, and that's a very good point. However, if I'm looking for some kit which I want to have a look at on YouTube, I type in kit review and I'll get all the out-of-the-box reviews. So I will keep on calling my out-of-the-box reviews kit reviews. Right, but to a much more important thing. Yes, you have seen it. Here it is. It's the 300 SL Mercedes, and it is an awesome car. The reason I would like to show it to you, I actually had that lined up a little bit later. It's only in the stage for 2 years, is that on International Scale Modeler, which is a Facebook group, there is a German group built, and I would certainly like to take part in that. And obviously for that I took out of the garage the old, here we go, 300 SL Mercedes. I always had it there because I thought, I'm only gonna build this once I'm really a good modeler. Well, I'm still not, but it's 2 years in the stash. Nothing should be in the stash for 2 years. So German group build is just as good a reason as any to give it a go. So let's go to the bench and see what it looks like. But before we do that, let's have a quick look on ScaleMates about the history of this particular kit. Right, and here we are, Mercedes 300 SL. Quick look at what ScaleMates tell us about it. It says it's a 2015 new tool kit right over here. Then we have the product timeline from Tamiya, and it seems to be the first iteration of this particular kit. The last iteration looks apparently something like this, Masterwork Collection. I'm not sure this is a completed kit, and it might not be. Here we are. This is a very interesting history here on ScaleMates. I'm not too sure it's all too accurate, because if you look, it says the first iteration would have been in 1960, a Hubley detail kit, customizing kit. Now, only showing you this because of the box art. Isn't that fantastic? I love that. Anyway, yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with the Tamiya kit. It has obviously to do with the 300 SL, but as we can see, the Tamiya kit itself, as indicated, came out at 2015. And to be quite honest, I'm not quite sure there has been a repop of this kit as a kit. I don't think so. Right. You'll find the instructions there, which you can have a look at, which is always great to do. And here we go. So much about the history, not of the car. You can read that in the instruction sheet, a lot better than I can tell you, but of the kit. But now, without further ado, let's pop down to the bench and have a look what is in that box. Right, and here we are down at the bench, and I thought I'll first show you quickly how the box is packed. All the parts over here. You see the body over here, all very carefully apart, and the instructions are right down below. And I would assume, because I haven't opened it yet, as you can see, I would assume so are the decals. So what I will do now, I'll pause quickly, unpack all of this so you don't have to watch me opening plastic bags, especially those Tamiya stapled ones, and come back in a minute. Alright, and we are back, and let's have a look at the instructions as we always do. We have the usual Tamiya instruction box. I think this was a mid-90s repop, and here we go. It starts with the frame, which looks very original, very interesting. I like that a lot. Then you get on with the suspension, and the drums, brake drums over here, well ventilated with the fins like that a lot. Engine then comes together right over here. That lovely 3-liter 6-cylinder Mercedes engine. The tank is over there. Here you go. More detailed parts over here. Wow, this looks really, really nice. It's the first time I look through this. Then put the tires on, and only then you get to the interior and the very lovely Mercedes dashboard from the period. Like that a lot. Then here you go. Then how to get the body on, and liners, diverse liners and windows right over here. Then the iconic gull wings, which come over here. Suppose they open, I'm not sure. And then we have the lightest pieces over here, like the grill, and some chrome pieces over here to attach obviously the lights. Then finally you marriage everything together, get the exhaust on, prepare the bumpers right over here, put them on, and then get the last pieces on. You see, you can post this open or closed, and then obviously right at the bottom, okay, are we getting that? Here we go, we made it. Right at the bottom you can see the parts code, so should be something missing or you destroy something, you can reorder that from Tamiya. Right, there was another piece of documentation in there, which was this one, background information, which it has a little bit, different languages. Then gives you decal and paint guide. Not that many decals on here. Also tells you how to apply decals. And then a couple of detailed photos in black and white from the Mercedes. Oh, that dashboard. Look at that dashboard. That's beautiful. With that ivory white steering wheel. Right. First of all, we get the mouse of our way. Then we start with the decals. I left those in the plastic bag and I will put them back immediately once I'm done here. I'm sure you understand. Right, let's get everything out here. Right, we have these silver rub-on details. Here you go. There's the camera. Here you go. Very, very nice, very crisp. Mirror rings, Mercedes sign, 300 SL boards, and see that one? That looks like a registration number of sorts. Anyway, so we have that. Then we have window masks for side windows. Very, very nice. Like that a lot. We have a little bit of this material for the put behind the grill, I would assume. In. Here we go. Just don't want to destroy anything, do we? Here we go. And then we have the decals, which do include some very nice decals for the dashboard. 300 SL decals. Lots of decals for the dashboard. And another smaller decals, some for the engine, some for the car. And as I say, since it is a normal 300 SL, not that many decals around. It suits me just fine. Right, these were the decals. Let's have a look at the tires. Here they are. We have non-branded tires. They normally came out with Continental, I would assume. Then we have the thread, which is very pretty. No seam in the middle. Looks very nice, very original. soft enough to get over the rim, even once you have assembled it. Nothing wrong with that. Love those tires. Just would have loved it to be branded, which unfortunately it isn't. Then I accidentally opened up the clear sprue, so I might just as well show you. Here you are. Window looks very crisp. You can really see everything through there very, very nicely. No issues whatsoever. And it has a bottom pan as translucent. I've had a couple of kits. I never found out why. Why would you do that? Why do you want to have a frosted view from the underside of your car? So that will be painted. And side windows, these are the ones which have, we have seen have the masks on, which you can then apply. Right, let's find a big enough plastic bag where we can securely put that in, which we now have done. And we get to the chrome parts. Right, we can adjust our manual zoom here, and here we are, chrome parts. Dashboard in chrome. Why? Yeah, that's a very odd decision. That obviously will be de-chromed. Now the bumpers right over here. Other trim parts which you see over here. Very, very beautiful. There are the wheel covers, which obviously are always very interesting. They will get decals on there as well, and some other odds and sorts. Some of them have to be de-chromed. Very filigrane grill here, which you need to be very careful with when you work on it. Right, yeah, not sure about the chromed out dashboard, really. Maybe there's another one in the past, but otherwise I cannot see why you would have a chromed out dashboard. But that's what they decided to do, and that's what it is. Let's have a look at the first, or one and only, white sprue. We have the hood or bonnet right over here. We have the iconic doors. I guess I get an extra interior as well. We have some other parts here which I think come on the inside to cover where you climb into the car, because it's quite high, it has a quite high instep. We have air inlets over here, so very nice, see-through, not molded in. You don't have to cut anything open, oh that's great. We have steelies, because that's what they had. No alloy wheels in those days. We have the brake drums we had a look at. Very, very nice. Nice detail over here. Differential right over here. And then the fenders over here. And this will be the tank. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Then next one we have a silver sprue, which we have over here. And let's just go up so you can see it. Its totality. It's a biggie. It's a biggie. Right, we have this, which looks like firewallish, I would assume. Yep. Engine right over here, radiator, headers right over here. We have the belt assembly, which looks like this. Some other engine parts, very, very nice. Very nice, actually. More headers over here. We have the interior pan, very nice and simple. I liked it, so you can go out and detail that to your heart's content. We have those seats, lovely, lovely those seats. We have exhaust right over here. We have the upper part of the dashboard. You know, remember that chrome dashboard, which I still don't understand why. We have the iconic steering wheel right over here, pedals, quite a few, maybe a bit more than you need. We have the handbrake over here. Is that the gear lever? I'm not sure. Oh, they are pedals right over here, so these are not pedals, that's something else. We will find out. Oh, these are probably hinges for the doors, I would assume. And there are still some engine parts. I see a distributor right over here. and I think that's an alternator or generator, probably was in those days. Right. And then we come to this. This is the frame, mostly the frame, some suspension parts as well, which looks very, very fiddly. So you obviously need, especially me, ham-fisted Roland, needs to be very, very careful and make sure that he doesn't break any of that. But once together, it obviously will look great, and I will love it. Yes. Here we go. And then last but not least, obviously the extremely iconic body of the 300 SL. So this is where these ventilation ports come in, which we had a look at. And needs a bit of tender loving care, but that's fair enough, you know. It's a mold, that's what they do. And yeah, it is very pretty. Very, very pretty. I really like it a lot. And who doesn't? I mean, that's just an iconic car. And I'm really looking forward having a go at that. And I will take my sweet time, because you don't want to mess this one up. Right. That's it. That's what's in the box. I suggest we go back up and listen to the final thoughts. And here we are. That was the 300 SL from the fine folks over at Tamiya. I think we all can agree it looks an awesome kit. I love the frame, the space frame which they used in the 50s to build the car around. And I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful car, and a very, very nice kit. So if you see it somewhere, not quite sure if it is a collector's kit or not, I built them anyway. But if you see it somewhere, get hold of it. I think it's worth it if you like the subject. I don't think, apart from going to, you know, $500 kits, you won't find any better. Right, thanks very much for popping in. Hope you enjoyed that. You guys have a lovely time further, and greetings from Cape Town. Cheers.